Hello friends, welcome back to the King YouTube channel. Relationships that were once strong are now fragile. A prince dared to leave everything, but what was the price of that freedom? And who really suffers? There are secrets never before revealed, deep sadnesses and decisions that have changed an entire dynasty. What made a prince choose his own path, and who do its consequences affect? Between laughter and tears, between love and separation, an untold story is about to be revealed. Prince Harry's deepest upset amid his ongoing feud with the royal family involves the lack of a relationship between his children Archie and Lilibet and their cousins Prince George, Prince Louis, and Princess Charlotte. Royal expert Tom Quinn revealed that Harry is distressed by the strained relationships affecting both him and his family. Despite hopes that the children could reconcile the family, Harry and Meghan see no way to resolve the conflict. Quinn also noted that Prince William feels a sad reminder of the loss, particularly as his son George shows interest in becoming a pilot, a role Harry once enjoyed. The rift between Prince Harry and the British royal family didn't happen suddenly, it's the result of conflicts that have built up over many years. Long before leaving his royal role, Harry expressed dissatisfaction with how he and Meghan were treated, especially by the media and some family members. Allegations and revelations in Harry and Meghan's interviews and books have made the relationship even more strained. Harry believes his family lacked the support and protection Meghan needed, leading to feelings of isolation and alienation. However, the reality is that there is not enough concrete evidence to prove this. Stories and news were often exaggerated or even distorted, increasing Harry and Meghan's feelings of isolation. In fact, the royal family has taken measures to protect them from the media, but they cannot control the entire press. The decision to leave the royal family stems from personal reasons and Harry and Meghan's desire for a private life rather than just dissatisfaction with their family. However, some see it as driven by greed and selfishness. To be honest, I don't really believe it. Harry's deepest concern is how his and Meghan's personal conflict with his family is affecting their children. This clearly shows that he might not fully grasp reality. Of course, keeping your kids away from all family members, except for your wife's mother, is going to impact them. The children only know what they're told and what they see, which is even screened. How can Harry and Meghan possibly think the public believes their claim about Archie asking about his family who lives in palaces? Do they address the poor kids as prince and princess, further confusing them? Any regrets Harry and Meghan have are due to their own actions and no one else's. When these children are old enough to understand what they missed out on, I doubt their parents will be honest with them. Harry should have considered this before airing their dirty laundry in public. What did Meghan expect to achieve by dragging the royals through the mud? Did she think people wouldn't see through her lies? No one in their right mind would publicly shame their family and then expect a warm welcome in return. The opposite is true. Harry and Meghan live in a world of delusion. As for Archie and Lilibet, Harry has only himself and his wife to blame. They made their choices and now must face the consequences. The royal family is doing quite well without the two drama queens. I'm sure Prince George and Princess Charlotte know what's going on. Everyone knows that the royal family is doing quite well without Harry and Meghan, but here's the big issue: Harry and Meghan can't survive without the royals. So, who needs whom? Clearly, this one-sided feud was created by Harry and his wife, and they continue to fuel it, either directly or through their supporters. Their children will miss out on having a wider family network, not just the royal family, but Meghan's family as well. This is due to their parents' actions and the consequences of their continued victimhood. The royal family has maintained their dignity by staying silent throughout all the nastiness from the California duo. Sadly, our late Queen and Prince Philip had to witness some of this drama. Now, it seems Tom Quinn is trying to paint Harry and Meghan as victims, following in the footsteps of Omid Scobie. I wonder how long Tom Quinn will last. Harry shot his family down and then threw them under the bus. It would be more believable that Harry was so upset if he hadn't been causing the rift for the last 4 years. Royal expert Tom Quinn said the feud is now impacting Archie and Lilibet, which is their father's deepest upset. All these things make Harry look like a victim, and we aren't buying it. He is not a victim. Also, the fact that George, Charlotte, and Louis do not have contact with Archie and Lilibet is actually for the best. It is better for them to stay away from the Sussex family for their own well-being and safety. Whatever comes out in the future about the children, the Wales family will be away from the fallout. Don't forget, William is also a helicopter pilot, so he certainly doesn't need Harry to entertain George with his stories about flying a helicopter. Does Harry even have a brain? It seems he believes that he and his wife can say whatever they want about the royal family and then wonder why the royals don't want anything to do with them. Why would William and Catherine's kids want anything to do with Harry after everything he said about their parents? Well, Harry and Meghan should have considered all this before they started with the innuendos, lies, and complete exaggerations. It's simply too late now. The same royal family that supposedly ruined Harry's life, why would he want to do the same to his kids? How did being born a prince ruin his life? Wait, he insisted on giving titles to his kids. He wants them to have a relationship with the very royal family that caused Meghan to feel suicidal. You've definitely got this story all wrong. There's no way Harry is pushing for this, or was it all a big lie? Well, they could have addressed that before too much time passed. They refused to accept any olive branch in that regard. Now, not only do people not trust them not to run to the press every time they are in the presence of a royal, but they also aren't trusted around William and Catherine's children. Their envy and dislike are so strong that they are not trusted in any way, nor should they be. Despite many efforts and goodwill from both sides, mending the relationship between Harry and his family has not been easy. Emotional wounds and distrust have made reconciliation difficult. The parties' views on resolving conflicts are still very different. Harry and Meghan want acknowledgement and an apology from their family, while the royal family wants to protect their image and traditional values. Since the royal family is not wrong, why should they apologize? The royal family is better off with that crazy couple staying as far away from them in the UK as possible. When is Harry not upset? He initiated the feud with Oprah's interview and continued with a series of interviews slamming the royal family as much as he could. His first wife heads the Sussex squad with a money trail to follow. Bose Lyon and Omid Scobie act as mouthpieces, and it seems Tom Quinn is quickly replacing Scobie. Strange bedfellows go beyond just Soho House. So much trouble could have been avoided if they had just admitted they couldn't have their own children and had decided to use a surrogate to start a family. But they began with deception and kept digging themselves into a hole. I don't see how they can ever get out of it. There's no amount of apology that can erase fraud and betrayal, right? If William is wise, he wouldn't allow his brother near his children. Harry's unresolved issues that need attention from mental health professionals and Meghan's jealousy of Catherine are well known. It's important to keep them away from the future king and queen. However, I believe William and his wife are observant and fair enough to make that decision. They might wish for their surrogate children to have a relationship with future King George, but it's unlikely to happen because William won't risk a repeat of his own experiences with his children. He's ensuring their safety by keeping anything to do with Harry, including his surrogate children, out of their lives. Well done, William. Keep your children and their future secure by distancing them from Harry and his children. It seems there's some confusion here. Harry wasn't a pilot, he served as a gunner. William will ensure that Harry's children don't become burdens on George and Charlotte, as Harry was to William. Harry isn't concerned about the kids' relationships, he worries they won't benefit from royal connections as he did. The Cambridge children have plenty of cousins, friends, and a rich social circle, while the Sussex children are secluded in California. The Cambridge children are thriving, leading wonderful lives. Without the Sussexes, they don't miss something they never had. That wraps up today's video. Thanks for watching, and feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. Stay cheerful and happy, and don't forget to support us by liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. Goodbye, and see you in the next video.